láttok mi? Jó. Okés. A hang az okés, hallotok rendesen? Meg a játékot is, meg mindent. Na, örömmel értesítjük, hogy felvételt nyert, igen. Igen, nem szabad 17 évesnél fiatalabbnak az iskolán kívül varázsolni. És... Londonból kastély évnyitó. Jó. Okés. Na most jön a karakter gyártás. Köszönöm szépen a visszajelzést. Egy kicsit még alakítok magamnak itt egy kicsit a hangom, mert magamat nem hallom. Na most? Most. Úgy. Oké. Na. Hé, mennyi alap van, amiből ki lehet indulni. Hát... Én azt mondom, hogy induljunk ki. Ebből. Igen. Bőrszíne. Így. Szemüveg az nem kell. Ja, ez ilyen sebhelyes? Hogy került ránk sebhely? Vagy ez eddig is volt? Ja, majd itt lesznek. Jó. Hajszíne. Be csak válasszuk ki, hogy milyen sérónk legyen. Hú, hát van itt bőven. Talán valami ilyesmi irányba mennék el. Ez mondjuk menő. Egy fokkal sötétebben mondjuk. Nézzük csak. Aha, így egy jó kis sötétkék. Úgy. Na nézzük csak. Hegek nem kellenek. Szép fiúk vagyunk. Bőr tónusa. Általában Foffanat ezeknél a részeknél szokott eltölteni ilyen röpke 1-2 órát, amikor meg kell csinálni a karaktert. Szemöldök színe. Csak fekete maradjon. Igen. Jó. Hát. Hát jó lesz ez. Igen.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. I'm eager to get... That was quite something.
Még a hangmagasságot is lehet állítani.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well... It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy... A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. That was quite something.
Nekem csak a középső tetszik.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
Igen. És akkor mi legyen a nevünk? Hát, stílusosan. És varázslók vagyunk. Igen, akkor kezdjünk is bele. Most megnézzük az intrót, amit láttam már 1000-szer a tesztek során. Juhú, megérkeztünk.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
És az, hogy itt csatlakozni fogunk, az azt jelenti, hogy jártunk máshova?
We have a start of term feast and a sorting ceremony to get
Átiratkoztunk?
to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Nagyon jól néz ki egyébként eddig. Nagyon izgi, igen.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Tökre átadja
Just
a
barely.
filmeknek a hangulatát, amikor elkezdődik.
Traveling companion.
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years
Akkor ezek szerint még előtte nem varázsoltunk.
new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and...
Ezek szerint te már játszottál ezzel.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
Melyik házba vagy?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Ajaj, nagyon sárkány. George nem tartott sokáig. Pedig szimpatikus volt.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
No, mindjárt meggyógyulunk pillanatok alatt. Ott
What
van.
happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor?
De ez nem egy átlagos sárkány volt.
Where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Egy kicsit világosabbra sikerült ez a sérül, mint akartam.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key.
Na nézzünk csak körül, hogy merre vagyunk. De általában így szoktunk járni a fodrásznál, nem hogy kérünk valamit, aztán nem pont olyan lesz. Az igen. Ez meg mindig nagyon szép.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path.
Nem tűnik veszélyesnek, hogy mit körbenézzünk. Küldetés elkezdve. A Roxfordba vezető út. Kövesd Fick professzort.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Zúd szét a mágikus akadályt. Nesze. Ja. Ennyi.
Excellent.
Használd a kamerát. a célpont kiválasztásához. Csúszós.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Jó, és szét lehet díbolni mindent. Szegény vázák. Ki tudja, hány évig kibírták, és megjöttem én.
Thank you, sir.
Hát erre nem megyünk.
Ah, up there.
Én itt erre még körbenéznék azért. Fig professzor, ne olyan sietősen. Ezekben nincsen semmi. Ott a láda. Nézzük csak meg. $56 pénz.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
Nagyon tetszik ez a varázslás. Pedig még csak dívolni lehet.
Steady yourself. Reparo!
Nagyon menő. Ha később is így fog kinézni a varázslás, akkor nagyon elégedett leszek a játékkal.
Almost there.
Gyi.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Mi az, ami nem illik ide? Jó.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Itt ez a... Itt benne nincsen semmi? Nincs. Jó.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Kicsit ilyen Dumbledore-os a fickó. Van pad. Itt üldögéltek.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Professzor! Tessék már jönni, folyik a fal!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Mindjárt oda megyünk, de első körbenézünk, hogy nincs valahol valami összeszedhető dolog. Jó, megyünk.
Hello?
Ez a... Hogy hívták? A varázslóban lenne? Ez a Gringotts, vagy mi a neve?
It can't be.
Valami VIP bejárattal?
Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Aha.
Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
Mi lesz ebből?
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Most tudunk valamit csinálni?
How
Aha.
many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Wow.
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main
Központi
lobby. The
előcsarnok
vaults you'll see
alatt.
now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments.
Tisztító
It's a
vízesés.
security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Megérkeztünk. Zsuzsi vonattal.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Jaj, de zsimbes. A másikhoz képest. Igazoltattak minket a koboldok.
The armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Az ajtók
Here we
nyílnak.
are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Nem tudtam felvenni a ládát? Ott volt egy láda, láttam.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Na azért. Hoppá, még 52 pénz.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir,
I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
Miért járnak itt
That
mindig
was
így a varázslók?
certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Ahhoz, hogy megtanuld a varázslatot, vezess végig a pálcádat a jelkép mentén. Amikor egy körhöz érkezel, nyomd meg a megfelelő gombot, így a pálcád mozgása felgyorsul. Aha, jó. Gyere, 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 gyere. Tír.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Mások ezért éveket járnak a Roxfordba, mi megtanuljuk a barlangba. Sima.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos!
Hoppá.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Persze, csak körülnézünk, azt már hol vagyunk.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you
Yeehaw.
all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match.
Nem
Wait.
passzol a helyzete.
When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Aha. Gyere, 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 gyere. Jaj. Hogy? Elsajátítottad a Lumos varázslatot. Igen. Jó. Egyes.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Össze kell passzintani?
Look out!
Cool.
Protego!
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Levioso!
Hoppá.
Conrido!
Ki kell védelem a protégóval? Aha, jelzi, hogyha támadnak. Ó, basszus, pont előtte. Most csak védekeznem kéne. Na, senki nem támad meg? Most? Hát öcsém. Még mindig csak egyet védtem ki. Nem akkor kell nyomni, amikor ez a szimbólum van? Na végre. Aha. Nem megyünk sehova. No?
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
Menjek ezekkel a
What's
kis...
happening? The wisps of
Fénycsóvákkal?
magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Nem követnek, de egy bizonyos irányba mutatnak, aha. Na jó.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Aha. Ezt már csináltuk, akkor legyen egy
Revelio.
R.
I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
Aha.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of there.
Ajaj, egyedül? Ne basszus.
Potato.
Gyakorolnom kell még ezt a dodge-olást. Még egyszer tartsd lenyomva a Q gombot a protégó használata közben, hogy egy stupor ellentámadásra elkábítsd az ellenségedet. Jó. Aha. Ott volt. Ott is van. Van még? Így. Run. Ahone. Szép, szép hely.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Merengő.
Follow my lead.
Még nem derült ki, hogy pontosan ez a bátyja kicsoda, ugye? Hát őt meg aztán végképp nem.
All is in place. The portkey is well hidden.
Percival, aha.
I wonder if the path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can. Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to
Ezek
obtain.
szerint mi ezeket látjuk?
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it. We've done all that we can.
Mi leszünk a kiválasztottak ebben a sztoriban? Csak nem.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed. But could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We will...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they? I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Nem hiszek neki, mert vörös a szeme.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear.
Úgy van.
Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors.
Ez a morcos kobold szólt neki.
Where were we?
Tudtam, hogy rosszban sántikál.
Anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Jaj, de epic fight lesz itt mindjárt. Ismerek már 3 varázslatot, vigyázzatok. Ez mint egy kicsit nagyobb lenne. No.
Are you all right?
Kijutottunk.
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Köszönöm szépen a bekövetést, Nemeria Rose. Ó, itt a vonat. Volt Legóból ilyen vonatom. És itt is van. Bagoly plusz Roxford. Jó hosszú a felvezető videók, meg ezek. De mondjuk kell is neki. Csak ezt tudtam volna, hoztam volna popcornt, meg ilyenek. Egyelőre inkább mozizunk.
But that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Na. Csak beosztanak minket?
Phineas Nigellus Black.
Phineas Nigellus Black.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Kicsit szigorú. Szigorúbb, mint Dumbledore, úgy látom.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Weasley professzor.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
De most derül ki minden.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Már alig várom a tanórákot, már alig várom a felfedezést. Hát,
I'm
felfedezést.
looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of What is it?
Merészség, kíváncsiság, hűség, becsvágy. Hát... legyen a kíváncsiság.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Hollóhát. A hollóhát tagjai intelligenciájukról, kreativitásukról és szellemességekről ismertek. Én csak megnézném a többit is, hogy mi a helyzet. A Gryffindor ház merészség, bátorságuk és lovagiasságukról ismertek. Hógrabuk türelmükről, hűségekről és szorgalmukról. Hollóhát tagjai intelligenciájuk, igen. Hát, Gryffindor-es nem akarok lenni, meg Mordekáros se. Az túlságosan népszerű, gondolom én. Legyünk hűségesek. Neked lett igazad. Edike.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Nincsen Quidditch.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Tehát úgy látom, később fellazult a
Quite an
Oxford.
entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Még nem tudtam eldönteni, hogy ez a
As I was
Black
saying,
professzor
I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
tetszik el nekem,
Nice to
vagy
meet you
nem.
as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Helga Hufflepuff. Ritmus gyakorlat.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome.
Jaj, de jó.
I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Weasley az kedves. Black az annyira nem volt. Jaj, de szép.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Jó, de jó. Most már tudok mozogni. Oké. Minden nap egy alma. Itt mi van? Ó, te a kávé? Mi van ott? Aha, valami quidditch-es cucc. Jaj, de jó. Ó, de jó. Ha! Sziasztok! Fajtik, mi a helyzet? Jó fura lehet egyébként, nem? Hogy így nincsenek haverok. Ez mi? Ez is valami kaja? És van valami?
Have you ever seen a professor outside the castle? I find it jarring to see someone like Professor Weasley at the Three Broomsticks.
Mennek a pletykák.
Secret passage leading to Hogsmeade, but I haven't found it. Probably for the best. I'd be at the Three Broomsticks all day.
Lehetett itt valamit csinálni, nem? Nem mindegy, majd kiderül. Mutatkozz be Arthurnak, Lenorának és Adelaide-nek. Lenora. Itt egy Hedwig.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
Hát ezen nem aggódom, egy kicsit fellengzős.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Mész valahova? Ezért tudunk beszélni. Mi valamit? Na jó, menjünk tovább.
What's this? There's simply too much information if you ask.
Mutatkozzunk be.
Surely it's not all necessary. Next thing you know...
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Adelaide.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Ezt honnan tudja? Hát nem az volt, hogy ezt inkább nem
If you
beszélni.
don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry.
Akkor
Well,
csak tudják.
anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Most nem akarom megkérdezni, hogy a bácsikája hogy van, mert alig ismerjük egymást, az fura lenne.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Jó, hát itt a cica.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our
Kicsit
house.
furja a hangja
I'm Arthur.
Arthurnak.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Felkeltem, igen. Ó, arra kell menni, de még erre is lehet menni. Hát, csak körbenéz. Hoppá! Hát ez mi? Nem enged fel? Nézd már!
I wouldn't say Professor Howland has a particular affinity for these. He's certainly knowledgeable.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary
Rendes
wizarding level
bűbájos
exams.
fokozat.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Hopp, egy könyv.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Hát hova rakta?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Menjünk.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Házi manók receptkönyve, a minden tudó lapjai. Ez a könyv, amely állítólag Hugrabuk Helga eredeti kreációit tartalmazza, az évszázadok során a roxforti diákok kedvenc receptjeinek gyűjteménye volt. Néhány étel, mint például az irányringló, valószínűleg már ínyenceknek való. Most hallottál fel egy mindentudó útmutató kihívást, a kihívások teljesítésében elért eredményeid itt jelennek meg. Jó. Ez itt a bűvályos fokozatod. A kihívásokból szerzett TP növeli a szintedet és az erődet is. Aha. Az útmutató első lapjának begyűjtésével feloldottál egy új kihívás csoportot, a kalandozásaid során feloldott új kihívások itt jelennek meg. Válasz az útmutató lapját a folytatáshoz. Minden kihívás szintekre osztott, minden egyes szintlépéssel különleges jutalmak várnak rád, az egyedi kinézetektől egészen az elengedhetetlen fejlesztésekig. Igen. Hova tűnt az egerem? Ja, folytatás. A jutalmak a kihívások menüből érheted el. Térj vissza rendszeresen, hogy begyűjtsd a feloldott jutalmakat.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
És hogyan tudom ezt én? A jével? Aha. Gondolom. Igen. Jó. Itt az előcsarnok.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
A nagy terem. Gyorsan felmérjük, hogy mi hol. Ja, nem tudjuk még. Jó. Úgy nép. Aha. A könyvtári melléképület. Ja, itt látom, aha. Igen. A nagy csarnok hoppontját.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Úgy látom, kicsit későn kezdtem el ezt a mai streamet, ahhoz, hogy bármi is kiderüljön a játékból.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require.
Ja, ez az, amit magyarul abszolútnak hívnak.
You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Okay. Köszönöm.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Nem szabad mondani semmit.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Hát nem örülök.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Jó. Na, főküldetések teljesítése nem csak folytatja a történetet, de új funkciókat old fel, és TP-t is ad. Néhány küldetés jelenleg le van zárva valamilyen varázslat vagy szintkövetelmény miatt, ilyen esetben muszáj megfelelned a követelményeknek, el kell érned a szükséges szintet, vagy ismerned kell a küldetéshez szükséges varázslatot. Új varázslatokat a professzorok által kiosztott megbízások és más küldetések teljesítésével tanulhatsz meg. A folytatáshoz kövess be egy küldetést, igen, jó, oké. Ja, hogy nem sorba kell menni? Nincs órarend, csak így besétálok? Hát lehet, hogy elsőnek egy bűbájtanórával kezdenék. És most el kell sétálnom oda?
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Jó. Wow. De menő.
I've already decided that Jupiter's my favorite planet. Although I suppose that.
Jaj, de jó. Mindegyik kép mozog? Jó. Jaj, neki kell menni. Jó. Wow. Azért kincsen néz ki szarul a játék. Az volt. Állva repül. Ez csak menőzés. Majd jól leesik, azt majd meglátja. Még mindig fentebb? Ez a sok lépcső?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Neki bemutatkoztam? Nem. Ja, ez Griffin
So
déles.
you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Ajaj, senki semmi?
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Nagyon kis mókás ez a
Now let's
Ronan.
put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Igen. Hol kezdjük? Itt kezdjük. Ennyi.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have
Többiek
ourselves
meg
a
nem is
little
csinálnak
excursion
semmit.
outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Na, nem hagyományos oktatást csinál a bácsi. Ronan, azt hiszem így hívták.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Mit kell csinálni ezzel?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Ja, meg kell lenni a 4-est, aha.
Splendid!
Accio.
Very good!
Gyere, gyere, gyere! Úgy. Igen, ezek nagyon jók, ezek a beírások. No, 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 no. Yeah.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Nekem a csávónak a akcentusa is tetszik.
Blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Most versenyeznünk kell?
Let us see this.
Én nem csinálhatom?
That is how it's done.
Accio.
That's it!
Here we go!
Menni fog ez? Vajon el tudom az övét tolni? Ezzel. Másikat.
Nicely done. Watch this.
Oh-oh. Akkor inkább menjünk ide. Most van lehetőségünk arra, hogy beelőzzük egy... de nem tudom már úgy ráhúzni. Akkor innen. Nézzük, hogy mi újság. Jó. No, 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 no. Állj meg, állj. Stop. Oh.
Don't lose your composure.
Nem tetszik ez a játék. Ő nyert.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Járok elég, ha
This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Megint külön kell? Aha.
There we go.
Mindjárt, mindjárt. Megállsz? Nem arra... Oh. El is fordulok. Hülye. Nagyon felvágós.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Aha.
Accio.
Legalább elvettünk tőle pontokat, úgy látom.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
De én vagyok a kiválasztott, aki mindent lát. Akkor is. BBB.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Ezek érdekesek.
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Azért a Hogwarts se kicsi.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Hát mit használnak?
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Vest.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Nagyon király. Hoppá, meg is jött a... Küldetés. Feloldva. Veled itt lehet beszélni?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Ezen a lépcsőn fel tudok menni? Ezen fel. Ah, és zárva van rajta. És veled már nem tudok beszélni, ugye? Jó. Okés.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
És mutatja itt a ládákat? Vagy mi itt ez a jel?
Revelio.
Ott egy láda fent. Ott meg egy... nem tudom micsoda. Hűha, úgy látom itt el lehet majd veszni rendesen.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
Ezt be lehet tenni a... aha. Varázslatok közé. Aha. Itt vannak a megtanult varázslatok. Jelöljük be ezt a másik órát, szerintem haladjunk vele. Az elérhető mellékküldetések, igen. Világ során felfedezhetőek ezek. Ezek a küldetések tépét adnak, hogy akkor nem folytatják a történetet. És ide miért kéne mennünk? Na mindegy. Jöjjünk ide. Oda. Most itt vagyok és ide jövök? Ide. Jó. Minden igaz, akkor most már oda megyünk. Szétsza. Hogy lehet, hogy ez valami tanár lesz? Lehet nem volt jó ötlet. Ez csak egy cica. Jól van. Nagy már valami. Oktatót simogassunk meg. Az eléggé ciki, nem? Ez itt a Hogwarts.
Peeves, enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
Nagyon jó amúgy. Nagyon tetszik eddig. Na, megyünk tovább. Csak megy a pillangó, vagy mi ez? Kicsellózik. Elveszik a munkámat. Ezek a varázslók. Nem tetszik. Mondjuk. Akkor megtarthatná helyettem az órákat. Erőlködő hang.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Na, megtanuljuk a varázslatot. Dír, 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 dír. Hogy?
Levioso!
Hihetetlen, hogy elsőre sikerül minden. Nagyon tehetséges vagyok.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Lumos, this should be easy.
Levioso!
Hoppá, hoppá, hoppá.
What are you doing up there? Stupid Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso!
Good form.
I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first.
Protego! Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Stupid.
I do enjoy lively duels. Only all my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Dír neki.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
Úgyis a
If what
Gryffindor
I've
fog
seen
nyerni.
today is any indication, we can expect
Ja, de még
great
nincsen
things
Dumbledore.
from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it.
Black Professor az
and
milyen
they must
házhoz tartozik?
A
Vajon?
classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nem tartott sokáig, ez se.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Nem lehet barátságosan intézni a dolgokat.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Hát nem erről volt, hogy
Fair
ilyen
enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know,
beképzeltek leszünk.
you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Majd káros. Koma.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
De fura hangod van.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Kettes szintű zár. Dír. Na jó. Merre tovább? Irány Weasley professzorhoz. Aha. Oké, hát akkor találkozunk Weasley professzorral. Itt. Átváltoztatás tanterem. Átváltoztatás tanterem. Így a helyes. Most akkor be van jelölve, ugye? Nincs. Akkor még egyszer. Jó. Oké, másik gomb. Mindjárt rohanok, csak hagyd nézek már körbe. Ó. Meg is jöttünk.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
No.
You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Legyen Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Első megbízás, igen. Okés. Akkor most ugye ehhez a Ronan professzorhoz megyünk, ugye? Oké. Oké. Szerintem most rontottam el. Küldetések. Ups, akkor megkeressük. Valahogy kiszedtem az előbb a megjelölést, pedig valahol itt volt. Ajaj. Roxforti szemüveg. Legendás köpeny. Jó. Eszköztár, küldetések, egy megbízás. Fő küldetések. Most bejelöltem? Ugye? Igen, jó. Circa. Jó sok macska. Ja, hát itt van. Majdnem kiszúrta a szememet.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Oké. Szia, Mamtrix. Mi a helyzet? Jól vagyok, köszönöm szépen, éppen a Hogwarts Legacy-val játszok végre. Már régóta. Vártam rá. Már egy hónapja megpróbáltam, de akkor nem jött össze. Végig lehet vinni? Mármint gondolom a fő küldetést.
This is the right area. I wonder where the
Gyűjtsd be a repülőlapot. Aha. De hát, hogyha még majd érkezik. Na nézzük csak.
Got it.
Igen, nagyon látványos, az biztos.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Láttam a múltkor a Zeldával játszottál. Nagyon kis cuki játék.
Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Jó. Már lesz egy F is. Királyság. És te melyik házba tartoztál, Mamtrix? Oké.
Very good.
Meg van
If you would
tanulva.
like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Hol kell nekem ezt? Azt mondta, itt a víz. Itt.
Reparo.
Lehet, hogy nem. Á, ott. Megvan.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Na és akkor most merre tovább? Nézzük csak. Most már mehetünk a Roxmorsba. Oké, akkor megyünk is.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
És mennyi idő volt kb. Végigvinni a főküldetést?
Hello, looking for me?
Aha. Gyere, menjünk.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
$40, aha.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Sok pók van benne? Mondjuk én annyira nem félek tőlük,
I
hogy
cannot tell
nincs
you how
ilyen
nice it
iszonyom.
is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
Egy jó részét biztos még, vagy 2-3 biztos, hogy lesz.
Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas.
Aztán majd meglátjuk, hogy mi újság.
I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Benni szokott játszani?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look,
Mi történik?
from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors
Csikócsör.
that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
És akkor szaladunk odáig.
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Itt ugrálnak a gombákok. Kalap, rengető gomba kalapja.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange.
Egy cseppet gyors ez a kérdés az első nap után.
New and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss On-Eye. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon.
Egy fokkal jobban néz ki, mint
I think he had too much fun in the village.
gondnak, aki később
I will say that I
lett.
have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am
Ajaj,
happy to
mennyi,
explore whenever you'd like.
mennyi helyszín.
Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Elképesztő egyébként, hogy mennyi minden.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course.
Szokatlanul jól néz ki ez a játék, ahhoz képest, hogy mekkora helyszínek vannak.
You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Roxmore tele van boltok és egyéb látnivalókkal, amiket a mindentudó útmutató térképének segítségével találhatsz meg. Jó. Oké. A Roxmore térképe különböző boltokkal és látványosságokat jelöl. Ezek bármelyikét nyomon követheted egy ikon kiemelésével. Igen. Jó. Okés. Na de, most nem akartam kilépni. Ja, de ott voltak a küldetések. Miket kell beszerezni? Látogass el a kötetek és tekercsekbe. Jó. Kötetek és tekercsek. Van egy sejtésem, hogy ez lesz. Honnan van pénzünk amúgy?
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want.
Termeszteni? Főzni? No csak.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Jó. Igen. Oké, hát akkor ezeket megvesszük, de nem is kerül költségbe. Nagyon jó. Az ingyen cuccok a legjobbak.
Feel free to take a look around at the rest of my
Így, de csóróak vagyunk. Mi ez a való élet? Itt, Kis sapka, sál, kesztyű, na jó. Innen megyünk tovább. Beszereztük, amit be kell. Oké. És akkor... Na, elfelejtettem megnézni, hogy hova kell még menni. Menjünk akkor a remek retekbe. Remek retek. Jó, mehetünk is. Itt mi folyik?
Heads in the sand, all of you! You just remember who warned you!
The Minister's magic didn't get where he is by sitting on his hands.
Annyi minden van, hogy egyszerűen nem is tudom, hogy mit nézek meg elsőnek. Majdnem kiszaladta. Nyulacska. Itt mi röfögött? Nem tudok felmenni? Valami itt. Hoppá. Azt nem tudom ezt itt be invítózni, vagy mi ez? Vagy azaz. Hello?
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away.
Bocsánat, hogyha nem kommunikálok sokat, csak közben
I suppose not.
próbálom a sztorit is követni.
I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Boszorkány, fű magja. Mi hosszan?
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Hát felkelti az érdeklődést ugyan, de inkább majd gyűjtögetünk. Gondolom lehet olyat is. Oké. És akkor látogassunk el a Buy Ital boltba. Egyébként nagyjából egy olyan bankig jutottam el, amikor leteszteltem, hogy működik-e a játék. Úgyhogy kicsit izgultam, hogy most is menni fog-e. De hál' Istennek eddig semmi baj nincsen a streammel. Tök jól néz ki a játék, nem akadozik. Nagyon király. Na, beállítva a bolt. Ezt gondolom ez lesz. Hát itt visszafele.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Jó napot kívánok!
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Milyen kis barátságos
Is it
mindenki.
really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Na, az Edurus főzött receptje. Egy olyan főzött receptje, amely elfogyasztója bőrén egy sziklás réteget alakít ki, megvédve őt a sérülésektől. Na csak. Az erőnyerő főzött receptje.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Eladni is tudunk nekik? Vagy nem? Ja, most már értem. Aha, el lehet adni itt a ruhánkat. Hát egyelőre maradjon minden. És hogyan lehet felöltözni, vagy ilyenek itt a felszerelésnél? Aha. Azt a sálat megnézném, hogy hogy néz ki rajtunk. Hát... Nem éppen az én stílusom. Vegyük csak le. Oké. Vissza. Hát ez se kell. Itt vannak még különböző öltözékek. Hí! Micsoda vendéglátós. Hoppá. Na jó. Hát fontos, hogy jól nézzünk ki. Erike. És itt van valami, amit be kéne húznom. Most lent van egy láda. Ez meg mit ez a... Ja. Jé, Pippin beállítja a boltja, a mindentudó lapjai. 1753-ban alapított Jé, Pippin beállítja a boltja, egy Roxmorci patika, amelynek tulajdon... Igen. Jó. Ezeket már hallottuk. Egy kihívás teljesült. Oké, és akkor a végére hagytuk Ollivandernek a pálcaboltját. Ez azaz Ollivander lesz? Pálca. Szia, Csonki! Mi a helyzet?
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
És eddig tényleg úgy néz ki, mint a... Hogy láda? Rojtos, erdei, kulcsos sál. Hát ezt rögtön megnézzük. Hát ez mindjárt jobb. Na így lesz jó az outfit. Na jó.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Ez valami felmenője lesz.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you?
Ismerősek a jelenetek, nem?
You?
Nagyon rámegy a nosztalgia faktorra ez a játék. De nem baj, tök jó.
Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Természetes szürke, babér, főnixtól, feletti pattogós, pálca hosszúsága 14 és nagyed hüvelyk. Mindenki ezt a pálcát kapja? Aki már játszott vele, attól kérdezem. Aha, lehet itt a stilót is választani.
How intriguing.
Hűha. Nem lehet többet is beszerezni?
How intriguing.
Legyen ez, és itt a színen változtasson kicsit. Ez nagyon sötét, nem jó.
How intriguing.
Még talán ez. Hát nem.
Curious indeed.
Na, még talán ez az, ami.
How intriguing.
Hát, jó lesz ez a... Jaj, várjunk egy kicsit. Mindent lehet... Úristen.
Curious indeed.
Úristen. Mennyi mindent lehet itt. Nézzünk akkor egy tölgyet. Hát legyen nagy. Ezt meg hagyjuk így. Várjál. Itt is van valami. Aha. Legyen a Phoenix-től.
Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Nagyon király.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Oké, és keressük meg Netit.
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Ajaj. Egy troll. Páncélozott ráadásul.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Mit keres erre egy ilyen? Egy másik is jön, nem már. Hoppá. Aha.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wet down!
Nesze neked. Ajajajaj.
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
Melyikkel kell? Gével? Azzal. Hopp. Nesze neked. Természetesen mi is egy trollal találkozunk elsőnek.
Took him long enough.
Listen, we need to make sure he stays that way.
Nyomjad neki te is! Ajajajajaj! Ősi mágia. Íha.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Na jól van. Okés. Na. Nem is tudom, hogy vannak itt a mentések. Valahogy biztos. Játék mentése. Aha. Oké. Ide mentjük. Jól van. Na. A mai napra én kb. Ennyit terveztem. Biztos, hogy fogjuk folytatni még ezt a játékot. De egyenlőre még nem tudom, hogy mikor. De a holnapi nap folyamán már biztos fel lesz töltve majd a menetrendben. Itt a stream alatt van, vagy majd az ütemezésbe fogjátok megtalálni. Már a szokásos streameknek bent van az időpontja. Valószínűleg valamelyik alkalommal ott is lesz, de most gondolkozok azon, hogy lehet, hogy egy kicsit hamarabb is fogok vele játszani, akár pénteken, ahol egy kicsit több időt eltöltünk majd a játékkal, de ezt még maraddig kitalálom. Holnap mindenképpen fogjátok már majd látni a menetrendbe, hogyha lesz esetleg pénteken még stream.